Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another podcast. My name is Denise, this is Dear Designs, and I am going to show you what I've been up to this week. You can find me on social media. I will put it here or here, I can't really remember. I think it might go there. But you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Ravelry. Not that I really put much on there. I have got a group for this podcast. I haven't really been that active in that group, but there is a Year of My Sock along in there, and there is a Use Your Stash along in there as well. I've also sell hand-dyed yarn, stitch markers and badges on my new website, which is Denise little-dear.co. No, not Denise, it's Dear little-designs.co.uk. Everything is linked down below, and then if you want all my links, I have got a Linktree link down there that you can easily access. So I have no shop update this week, just because there is still some yarns in the shop and I just haven't had time to dye anything. It is Tuesday now and I don't think I'm going to have time to dye anything this week. But there is still some bits and pieces in the shop. Also next month I am in the process of getting some ideas for a mystery box. So if that's something that you're interested in, then hopefully by July I will have the listings up, the pre-orders, then I'll get dyeing and then send them out to everyone that has ordered one. But anyway, that's enough about that. Today I have one finished object and I have some works in progress, and then I have some acquisitions which are not really that exciting, but I'll show you anyway. And then yeah, just a little bit random chit chat. So my first finished object is my socks. These knitted up so quickly. So last week when I had the boys, I knitted on the heel, I think. I had one heel done and then I needed to do the heel on another one. So these knitted up so quickly, like within a week really. I finished these Saturday morning. I just had to kitchen of the toe. So yeah, they were literally done just over a week. But I thought they would match. Now I pulled the yarn from the ball thinking that they would match, and they don't, but it doesn't matter, they're still really nice. It's commercial yarn. I can't even remember what it was. It must have been one that I got from Lolly's Little Wool Shack maybe. I really can't remember. The contrast is yarn that I dyed myself. It's just like a random mixture of colours. So I did a 2x2 rib for 10 rows. I did a 10 row ankle, leg, fish lips kiss heel, and then a square toe. I knit down to 14 stitches for my toe. I just do a square toe, it's like a wedge toe, it's easier for me. And I really enjoyed knitting these. They knitted up so quickly. The only problem that I had was with one of them, was it on this one? I had a knot in the yarn, here. Not that you can really see it now because I've sort of weaved in the ends and everything, but I had a knot, so I had to undo that knot and basically weave in the ends, like do my own surgeon's knot I normally do, and then weave in the ends, which was a little bit annoying. You know, you're thinking sock yarn, that's the last thing you want really. But yeah, I'm happy with these. They're finished, they're done, and that's that. Now let's go on to my cowl quickly. Now the last time you see this, I was all the way down here in this purple colour. So there is my stitch marker to note where I was, and I have done lots. This doesn't take hardly any time at all to knit. I do 6 rows of each colour and then 2 rows in between of the dark colour. And yeah, it's just knitting up really quickly. Well, I say quickly, it's taken me a couple of weeks to get this far, but I'm not continuously knitting on it, where if I was, then I think that it would knit up really quickly. But I could probably get it round once tight. So I know that I've got lots more yarn to use, and then I'm going to hopefully have enough of each yarn to do it again. If not, my plan was to have one end like this and then the other end striped, so however many rows I can get in the contrasty colours, like the block colours, I will do that for every single colour again, and then in between each colours still do the 2 rows of the dark if I have enough of the dark colour. So this is yarns from Noodle Soup Yarns, and it was a gumball box that I got for Christmas. So they were just 5 gram minis, and I'm hoping that I will have enough, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. If not, then I'll rip it back and see how I get on. Either that or I do the squares a little bit different for the other end. I'm just thinking that each end can be different. It's not going to really matter, because then there'll be like this on one side and then the difference on the other side. But yeah, so I'm just really upset about my tension here. I'm really hoping that it's going to stretch out a bit once I block it, because it's really noticeable. Like for me, it's really noticeable. You can see it sort of fans out, but my tension all up here is fine, and it's like really stretchy, so I'm happy with it. Using a 3.5mm needle. It is a take on the Paint Pan Cow. I'm sort of doing it my own way, and yeah, that's just, I got the inspiration from that design. So I've now put it in a bag instead of the box that it was living in, because it's just easier, and I can, whatever I'm using, I'm just putting the leftover balls in here. I'm really hoping that I will have enough to carry on, because I'm really enjoying it, and it hasn't got to be done until the autumn, because who's going to be wearing a cowl now? Not me. That's the only thing, other than another pair of socks that I've been working on. I haven't done nothing on my wrap, I haven't done nothing on my jumper, so and I'm not going to show them today. So the next thing is I pulled out this yarn. Let me just get it out of the bag. So some yellow contrast that I pulled out, and then I pulled out this yarn, which I've knitted socks with before, obviously, and I have got this much. I have done the heel flap and gusset on, oh, I'm trying to get out of a tangle that way. Yeah, I've done the heel flap and gusset for this sock, and oh my goodness, what a dream it was. I followed the video tutorial by Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady, and literally once I'd watched it once, I have done the fish lip, I keep calling it fish lips kiss heel. I have done the heel flap and gusset before, and I've done it from this pattern, which is the Rose City Rollers, and it's obviously all written instructions. I'm a faster learner when I'm watching something, instead of trying to read the instructions, trying to find out what I've got to do, then remember it. If I actually see it, I can take it on a lot quicker. So anyway, it is the Rose City Roller pattern, because I have used the yellow just for 5 rows to have the little roll down cuff, and then I did 10 rows in the main colour, which is this blue and pink speckly yarn, and then I did the heel flap, and it was so easy to follow. If you need a video to learn how to do a gusset heel flap, then I would suggest to go and follow Kay. I will put her link down below for the video as well. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried about now is that I need to measure my foot. I need to measure how long I need to go, because obviously the heel placement is different, so I will need a different number of rows. This is all of the yarn that I have left, and I thought I'd have enough to do 2. I don't. So my plan is to use this for the second sock. They will be similar but not, I've knitted socks out of this before, but they will be sort of proper mishmash socks. But I have got my ruler out, my sock ruler, and on here I have got my, even though it's on the wrong side, I have got a marking for my foot, so I can just put that in and know where I need to start the toe, which is a dream because there is no way that I'm going to try and measure this the way that it's sitting. Would I do a heel flap and gusset again? Yes, because I like the way it's knit, I like the way that it looks. I am going to try and wear them and see how they feel. The only reason that I don't normally do heel flap and gusset is because I thought I would find it really faffy and a pain in the butt, but it's not. It's really easy. And I think because I was learning before, I probably found it a little bit faffy, and I was trying to learn how to knit socks in the first place. But I really enjoyed it, so I will be knitting the next one. And I've got obviously quite a bit on this one. I started these Friday. Was it Friday or Saturday? No, I started these while I was at the garage with Ian on Saturday. So yeah, I've got this much done since Saturday. It's now Tuesday. Really enjoying knitting on them. I'm hoping that I'm going to have enough to finish the foot. Who knows? Let's see. Let me quickly put this in here. Let's put it in there straight, shall we? Probably not. So here is my mark, and here is where I am. So I have measured these before I actually put the toe in, so I knew where I had to be, and I didn't push it down like that. I just literally placed it in, got it comfortable at the heel, and yeah, I don't know whether I'm gonna have enough. I don't really want to rip it back either, and I've got enough yarn up here that I can make like really mishmashy socks. And that was my plan anyway. So anyway, that's that. That is them socks, and I have just put that in this bag because that is all the sort of knitting that I've got to show. I haven't really got anything else. I did make a quick cup cozy last week for my new Starbucks cup that Casey gave me. It's really hot when you put a hot drink in, so I just quickly whipped this up in like 5 minutes. 40, I chained 40 and they just went round and round and round basically. So yeah, that was that. Double knit, 4mm needle, the usual. So in my knot bag I have Livin' some yarn, which is this yarn, which is red, and then this is Drops, was it Drops Fable yarn? I can't remember now. I'm really useless, aren't I? It might have even been Head Over Heels. Can't remember. Actually, I've got the ball band for one of them. Yes, it's Drops Fable. And I have these, so I have 4, which 2 in red, 2 in orange, and I was thinking, oh, I might have enough to make a pair of socks. I don't think I will, because of what happened with the last ones. So I was thinking of maybe putting like them two together to make a pair of socks. I don't think that's going to happen. I really think I'm going to have to use these as contrast, heels, toes, cuffs and whatnot, because there really isn't going to be enough here now. So that was my plan, but my plan has been scuppered. Never mind, it is what it is. So yeah, I will put those balls back up there to use in the future. My next pair of socks, I'm a bit sock mad at the moment. My next pair of socks, I have pulled out some yarn, and I am going to be using this beautiful yarn from Ava Inner Yarns, and it is called Acceptable in the 80s. It is 75% wool and 25% nylon, 400 meters. I don't know if it's superwash, I'm not sure, but now I've got my spin dryer, I am planning on hand washing all of my socks. So yeah, this is Acceptable in the 80s. I was born in the 80s, and I thought this yarn would be perfect when I bought it, because it is beautiful and there is just pops of colour everywhere. So these are going to be my next pair of socks, and I just thought these would be brilliant summer sort of shorty socks as well. So even though at the moment I'm not really wearing shoes to wear socks, but I do wear shorty socks in the winter as well, sort of, and especially like when it starts getting a bit cooler in the autumn, and like in the spring and that. So yeah, this is going to be wound up, if the camera will stop being blown out, into the next pair of socks. So I went to Home Bargains the other day. Well, before that I was looking for patterns online for Ollie's birthday. His birthday is in August, and I thought I could make him something, like a little teddy or something, a little figure. Now bearing in mind they have so many teddy bears, and then I thought, oh, I haven't got the yarn for the skin tone, because he loves Cocomelon, he likes Blippi and things like that, but he's already got a Blippi doll. So then I looked for Cocomelon and what I could make out of that, and there's Baby JJ. Most of you probably not even know what I'm going on about, but there's Baby JJ, and it's like a little baby basically. And I looked through my stash and I did not have anything that represented a skin tone colour. When I was in Home Bargains the other day, I looked at the yarn and I managed to pick up two yarns. So this one is like more of a brownie colour, like a taupe, is that what you would call that? And then this one is more of a pinky colour. And I just thought they were really good neutrals to have just in stash, for like skin tone and whatnot, and whatever I wanted. It is Crafty Things double knit yarn, 100 gram, 330 meters. They were 99p a ball. So yeah, I think they are ideal. Made in Turkey. Yeah, just the usual. There is not, oh, it's beige. It's beige, and that one is dusky pink. So yeah, it is very beige. But I thought they would be both perfect for like skin colour, depending on what you're making. So yeah, I bought those two. I have also over the weekend bought a mystery box from Siobhan, and I can't wait for that to come because it's flamingo inspired, and oh my god. So I will share that in next week's podcast. And I've also bought a mini skein set. I can't remember who that was from. Let me just get my I will link everyone below if I remember. Siobhan's Crafts, and then I ordered from Woolly Goodness Yarns, and it's the Colours of 2021 Club June 10-gram minis they are, and there's 3 minis in the little box, and one's tonal, one's variegated, and one's speckled, I think, something along the lines. And they're all the same sort of colour but different, if not, anyway, so I thought I would pick up one of those and see what that's like, as well as I haven't bought yarn for so long. I think where I have been dyeing yarn myself, I haven't put any of that in my own stash either, not for a while anyway. I've got, I think, 3 skeins up there that are my own stash. Yeah, I have this one here, this one here, and this one here from my own dyeing experiments. And I thought, I haven't bought yarn for such a long time, I'm going to treat myself. And Ian said I could treat myself. And when the Flamingo box come up, I was just like, I need that. And her shop update was at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I was awake, and Ian woke up about, I don't know, it must have been about 10:05. And I was looking on the website, looking to see what else was in the shop update. And he went, have you ordered your box yet? And I was like, I'm doing it right now. So, what else is there to say? I don't know. Like I said, there's no shop update. I'm just going to be crafting as and when and on what I want. I'm thinking of maybe picking up the wrap this week. I'm not sure. Well, I think because I want to knit all the socks, and because they're so small and they're not making me hot or anything, especially with that cowl as well. It's not making me hot while I'm knitting. It's just really nice that I can still knit and use my hands and not get too hot. Yeah, and when I finished the 2 jumpers that I had finished, I felt really guilty for not having something else really big that I was working on. Obviously I've got my jumper, but I felt really guilty that I wasn't really being productive with what I was knitting on. But I am being productive because I'm finishing items. I'm knitting on stuff that I want as a finished object and really enjoy knitting on. So yeah, I just sort of doing it as I'm doing it. My hair is falling out because it was in plaits and then I've taken it out, and yeah, but my hair colour is so much better. If you don't watch my vlogs, obviously you won't know that I did colour my hair last week, and it's like now a mahogany colour. I love it. I love it so much better dark. It just sort of brings out my skin tone a little bit more, I think, even though I'm a bit burnt at the moment. But I think it just sort of, the dark hair complements my skin tone, my natural skin tone, and I just think it makes me look a little bit healthier. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all knitting on lots and got a few projects on the go, and being productive with your items. I know I am. And hopefully by next week you might even see another pair of socks finished. Just because I'm really enjoying knitting on socks even while being at home. Normally if I have something big on the go, the socks are the last thing I knit on because they are more like travel knitting. I normally just put the bag in my handbag and knit on them as and when sort of thing. But I am really enjoying knitting the little things, pardon me. So as you can see, I'm editing the last week's vlog, and that's at 77%. I'm gonna carry on doing that, and yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for all your orders on my new website. It means the absolute world to me, so thank you, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye.